So, we would like to open the floor to the public for questions to Baya, whoever has a question.
I can also answer for Laila because we did a lot of debates, so I know the answers.
Okay.
Here's the micro.
We have a microphone.
Would you mind passing that?
Thank you, Baya. You are really lovely, and I think it's really very courageous to be with Ghalia. I wanted to ask you, because I loved the scene in the prison. It was very much, it touched me very much because it was very simple, but it did talk a lot. I wanted to know about the process of the writing. Have you been involved in the process of the writing, or the script was done?
The script was already done. We did there was a lot of improvisation, but not on this scene, because this scene was fixed from the beginning. So the work was before the shooting was to discuss, I have a lot of friends in Tunisia who had this situation, so I had a lot of inspiration to do that. So I gave everything in order to honor these people. So, but for me it wasn't the most difficult scene, because it was all the elements were united to make it like you saw it. For example, the music scenes were much more difficult. It's always people are disappointed when I say that, because they think that it's the most difficult scene, but no.
What do you know about the production process? So how difficult it was to come up with the money? I noticed that there is some Belgian money involved. Okay, so
I can answer for her, but I don't think I can answer for the production. So I really don't know. I know that she made a lot of résidence d'écriture, writing residence. She also went to Dubai to do a talk in order to have money for the movie. So I know that she had a lot of financial sources. I know that the Tunisian ministry gave us money, but maybe they didn't realize what they were doing, but there's also, I don't know, but there's it's a French, Belgium and Tunisian co-production, so we had money from the three.
So in terms of content, will the film be able to play in Tunisia?
Yeah, of course. We screened it in January, and we did something which is very important for Tunisian cinema, because we tried to release it in all the governmental regions at the same time, knowing that in Tunisia there's 10 or 20 cinemas in all the Tunisia, and they are all in the capital. So we tried to use Maison de Jeunes, youth houses, cultural houses to do the screening. So it was cool.
But we also have to say that, and we were discussing this earlier, this is one of the very first, if not the first time in the region, actually, where you have the film, which is, as I open my eyes, opening in Lebanon, in Egypt, and in Morocco at exactly the same time, which is in March. So for us, for the people of the region, having an Arab film playing in 3 different countries at the same time, which are not countries in the same region as, let's say, the Gulf or the Maghreb, was also a huge success for the film, because it reaches different audiences, it reaches different age groups, but also it reaches the whole Arab region with this release, actually.
the film tells a story about set in Tunisia in 2010, and I was wondering if you could say it would be very different now, 6 years later.
No. It's even worse. No. I think. Current? It's a very current movie, which deals also about problems that we still have. For example, we use this law against cannabis to put people in jail. People who are like activists, bloggers, musicians, rap singers. So I think it's in Tunisia the problem is the police state, and it's still cool. It's still happening. I'm sorry for my English.
But I was in Tunisia, and you know it was a very hard time. But the festival was going on, and also in that festival it got a lot of prizes.
Yeah, I think.
So it was. I think it has two sides.
Can you speak with the microphone, please?
It has two sides because.
Sorry, I was in Tunisia and at Carthage, and the film premiered there, and it was interesting because we had curfews in the evenings, but the festival defied all of these problems. And then at the end, the film got about 5 prizes. So I had this feeling that there is.
Yeah, but this festival is not representative of what's really happening in Tunisia. I mean, it's like 70% of not Tunisian people, and even if there's a lot of Tunisian people who go to the cinema for this festival, it's not faithful to the reality and the struggles of everyone's. I'm not saying that this movie represents these people or these struggles, but I think that it gives fragment of what can be happening. Ça se dit ça?
Merci beaucoup pour le film. Je veux parler en anglais. That everybody understand. You already talked a little bit about repression and state, but I think in the film it's also like the family is pushing her, especially the relationship with the mother is like really complicated, and also all her social, social relations are in a way like forming a certain kind of subjectivity. And I think that the music is like an element of like riot or of like breaking through. But I'm wondering about what is like the core of the resistance. So how is she resisting against all these kinds of formation?
I don't Yeah, of course, for the music, I think it plays a very big role in the resistance. But I think it's not just the music; it's everything. It's daily life in Tunisia, which is you need to fight in everyday life. So if you want to be heard, or if you want to be respected, or so the choice of Laila for the music, I think it's more like for dramatic issues than what. Yeah, than political issues. take English courses. Because I have a lot of things to say.
Thank you for the film, and besides all the politics, I really love the music. So my question is, if you have a band project now, because I can't imagine that you're only a shower singer or something like this.
No, the band was created for the movie, and I live in Paris. My boyfriend in the movie lives now in I don't know where, but somewhere in Africa. No, but I don't know where. Where? Okay, and Gina, the one with the machines, lives in south, in France, in the south. We are all. We are not together anymore to make music, but maybe, I don't know, like 10 years later we're gonna do As I Open My Eyes too.